Hello, my name is Christopher Renstrom, and I want to welcome you to my weekly horoscope predictions for February 5th to February 11th, 2024. Now, the theme for this week is break down or break through. Now, I imagine some of you out there are going, heavens to Betsy, Christopher, what do you mean by this breakdown or breakthrough? You make it sound so catastrophic. Well, it's not catastrophic, not really, but what I do want to do is pay homage to the fact that the Sun is forming a square to Uranus, the planet of revolution and change this week, and that is always a very volatile and unpredictable combination. Now, these squares between Sun and Uranus take place twice a year. They take place in January and in August. So basically, you can remember winter and summer. And they have been biannual events, taking place twice a year events, since 2019. Now, what does a Sun and Uranus square do? Well, what a Sun and Uranus square does is turn everything in your life upside down or inside out. In fact, the best way to think of a Sun-Uranus square is as a Mercury retrograde on steroids. So, does that mean like everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket? No, not necessarily. But what I do want you to keep in mind is that as we get close to the February 8th placement, there is a Sun-Uranus square taking place right before a new moon in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. And so this new moon basically takes away the light in the sky. So when you have this energy of light diminishing in the sky, and then the Sun-Uranus square taking place, that can sort of leave you open to surprise revelations, unexpected twists, and something being thrown at you from out of left field. And because it's hidden by the dark of the moon, which is what the new moon stands for, it's something that you want to keep your eye out for so that you don't wind up getting blindsided. So with this Sun-Uranus square that's taking place, as I said before at the beginning, it's either going to come across in your life as a breakdown or a breakthrough. Now, I imagine some of you are like, well, do I get a third choice? Like, not neither of them? But no, it's going to be either breakdown or breakthrough. Now, should a situation in your life break down, the positive side to this is that this might be the only way that you can escape a rut or a difficult situation that you've been in that's been weighing down on you for weeks or even perhaps months. So sometimes when we feel stuck in a situation, it's only by something breaking down that we feel a release and a subsequent release. And if it's a breakthrough, well, if it's a breakthrough, you can consider this payback for all those upset apple carts you've been picking up after for the past few years. Hello, Capricorn. You have Mars in your zodiac sign, and you have Venus in your zodiac sign. Venus has been in your zodiac sign a little bit. She's trailing behind Mars, and Mars is pretty much finishing up its stay in Capricorn. So when you have both Venus and Mars in your zodiac sign, and Venus is trailing behind Mars here. Mars has been here a bit longer than Venus has. And so Mars has been kind of progressing right forward through your sign, and then Venus is following up. What you're having difficulty with both these signs here in your sign, Mars first, Venus afterwards, is gauging. You're having a hard time gauging whether you're coming on too strong or whether you're not coming on strong enough. Mars is very worried that if it lets up, it's not going to get what it wants. Okay, so Mars is going to feel like you have to come on strong and you have to keep pushing. Okay, Mars's big thing is push. You have to keep pushing for what you want. If you don't, you're not going to get what you want. And so you don't want to soften up. You don't want to lighten up. That's why you're having the difficulty with gauging, am I coming on too strong or not strong enough? Venus's worry is what would happen if I let up too soon? If I want to discipline someone and they should be made to feel guilty, they should be made to feel guilty. But what if I feel also kind of like, okay, it's not a big deal. Let's move on to, what if I do that too soon and it sort of undercuts my message of discipline. These are the things that keep Capricorns up late at night. Okay, so but particularly when you have Mars and Venus traveling through your sign. So Mars is like, am I coming on too strong or not strong enough? Should I amp it more? And Venus is like, what if I let up too soon? Um, I don't want to come across as a panty waist or a pushover. Okay, so these are the things that are probably absorbing you in a few of your transactions, and your interactions with other people. Now, what's the first thing that you're going to experience, or the big thing that you're going to experience this week, is, again, as I've been talking about before, that Mars-Neptune sextile. And so that Mars-Neptune sextile is going to kind of soften your Mars energy. Mars is in Capricorn, so you're identifying with the Mars. Mars may not be your ruling planet, but it's in your Capricorn and you identify with it. But Neptune is going to soften up that energy. And this is going to come up with things like people telling you, maybe you want to lighten up with him. Or maybe you want to give her a second chance. Or, the other day when you asked me if you were coming on too strong, I thought about it and, you kind of are. Okay, so you're going to start hearing from people about how to gauge what you're doing. No one's going to tell you to, walk away, let up, or you're on the wrong track. You're not. But what they are going to say is, when you make someone feel cornered in that way, is that really going to serve the situation or serve the message that you want to send? And what you're going to find yourself, because the Mars is almost kind of absorbing this Neptune sextile energy, the Mars is going to allow you to sort of hear the criticism. The sextile to Neptune is going to allow you to soak in the criticism. It's going to allow you to benefit from the insights of other people. But more importantly, or in conjunction with what I'm talking about, it's going to put you in a place of receptivity, that you can be open to it. You're not going to feel defensive or like you have to have an excuse or an explanation. You're going to almost feel like someone gets this frustration that you've been feeling, this kind of like feeling like I can't let up, like people are getting that. And by them getting that, and these are people that you trust or feel comfortable with, colleagues, friends, close relatives, it's going to allow you to breathe, to relax, and really be open to what they say. And this is going to be wonderful for you to feel this receptivity, to feel this relaxing of your energies. And it's going to put you in a much better heart space and in a much better head space than you've been in for a few weeks.